One sec. Yeah, we're ready. Okay. Right. Hi, guys, and welcome back to On the Fence. So Liverpool just fell to a late defeat against Napoli in the Champions League away at the San Paoli Stadium. 89th minute, and pretty much what we did to Chelsea, except for Napoli pick up the 3 points rather than just a draw. Very, very disappointed, to be fair. I'm not one to get completely overhyped when Liverpool win. And in the same regard, I'm not really the type to be too critical when we're defeated. But in this game, we showed no sign, no ambition, and definitely no sign of wanting to even win this game, and that's really poor for us. We've got the best front three in Europe, especially from last season, and we couldn't even string passes together in this game. And it just, I can understand this game was sandwiched in between Chelsea away and obviously City on the weekend, but this game we just did not seem arsed at all, and that's a really disappointing thing, because when you go into a game not intending to win it, you're practically throwing it away before you've even kicked the ball, and that it just seemed like that. The way we were playing, everyone was poor. I can't really pick out a player except for Gomez for the first 60-70 minutes was a class apart, but towards the end we were all just misplacing passes. Every clearance was just falling outside the edge of the box, and that was it. And we just weren't getting a decent contact on any passes. Like I said, all the clearances. Like I also said, we couldn't string any passes together. And as soon as we moved up to the final third, the front three, they just every touch the ball, Napoli were first to everything, and that is just disappointing, because from the get-go, the first intention from us was, it looked like, to get a draw, and you can't just play for draws because you're going to get defeated, and that's what happened in this game. Lorenzo Insigne gets the ball after a great cross from the I think it's Callahan on the right hand side. We're flat-footed again. All these things I could say to improve how disappointed I am, and look, we were flat-footed, and that's how they get the goal. They threatened to score about 5-6 minutes before that when they hit the bar. They probably should have scored from that one as well. I think it's Mertens at the bar coming off the bench. And, we leave it too late to bring Sturridge on, of course, because, we're hoping that he does something similar to Chelsea and gets a winner. But in the end, they go the other end and score. I think one of the biggest things of tonight as well, not just the defeat, but, Naby Keita picking up an injury, which is really unfortunate. And I hope he's okay. Didn't look too serious at first, but it's something that, it wasn't a contact injury. It wasn't like he went into a tackle and took an injury. It was off the ball, and he just goes down. I think it's a back problem that he's got, and like I said, I hope he's okay. But them kind of injuries, the ones that you don't see, you don't see any kind of contact, they're the worst ones to get, really. And he had to go off on a stretcher. We'll see how he is later on today and maybe tomorrow and stuff like that. But I hope he's okay, going into City at the weekend. But, that's another one of the reasons why this is a very disappointing defeat for Liverpool, because, we need to get momentum back again, because we were defeated by Chelsea last week, I think exactly a week ago. We draw to Chelsea away at Stamford Bridge, which can be either way, a good or a bad result. But the way we played, it's probably a good result, and Sturridge scoring the equaliser. But in this game, Napoli are probably, if on paper, they're definitely the third seed in this group. They're the team that should already be out of this group. You know what I mean? They should already be without a chance of finishing in the top two with us and PSG. But now we've let them back in, and maybe I'm reading too much into it. Let me know in the comments what you think down below. But I just think we've really, really let them back in here, and it's really disappointing, to be honest. But I thought, look, I think someone like Klopp, he goes into every game with a game plan, and it just looked like this game there was no game plan. It didn't look like we were intending to do anything, and like I said, all we seemed to be asked about was getting a draw, and that's come back and cost us now, because we haven't got that thing that we wanted, that we go out and intending to get from the game, and it ends up being a defeat. So from 1 to 11 across the pitch, no one stood out. I think Alisson made good saves, but a couple of times he had a few little hairy moments. I think for a game where even Van Dijk didn't look good at the back, that kind of proved what kind of game we had. I already talked about Gomez being from minute 1 to 70. He was outstanding, and then he just started to get into that swing of misplacing passes. A couple of his headers weren't very strong, and a couple of his clearances just weren't going anywhere. For me, Trent had a really poor game today, and I was actually hoping that he came off before anybody else did. Around the 60-minute mark, I was kind of hoping that Fabinho come on a right back just to give him a little bit of a, not to pull him off and say, you shit, this, that, the other, but, just bring him off and just take him out of that sort of spotlight because he wasn't having a good game. He was being really run ragged by whoever it was on the left side. I think it was Insigne. He kept coming inside and Trent couldn't really deal with him, to be fair to him. And every time he got on the ball, he didn't seem to, find that final ball. So, for me, I thought maybe he should have come off, but he didn't, and we stuck with him. Robertson as well, he didn't really have an impact on the game. He wasn't very good going forward, and the goal comes from his side for Napoli. So that again, like I said, is just disappointing. Of course, Mike Tyson, obviously not the Mike Tyson, because I'm sure he's got better things to do than comment, but one of the Mike Tyson says, take this L. Well, yeah, you can't not. Obviously you're gonna have to take the L. That's just the way it is. I'm not gonna cry over it. Who is? But it's just one of them things. You get disappointed at a football game because your team doesn't really seem like they want to win the game, and this is what happens. So unfortunately for Liverpool, we have lost the game, but doesn't mean we're going to lose every game from now to the end of the season. So no overreaction here at all. That's fine by me. So Henderson come on, to be fair to him, the talk was him not starting this game, captain on the bench, Keita come in for him. The midfield three looked quite good, to be fair. And then, like I said, when Keita went off, Henderson come on and he was very good when he come on. But he's not the kind of player that's going to affect the game in the final third, is he? He's gonna do what he does around the middle of the park, and that's fine. But yeah, no cutting edge today. What game is it that the front three are going to click again? Hopefully it's this weekend against City, but we've been saying this now for a couple of weeks now. When are the front three going to click? Because there's only so many times that you can say, oh, we were poor in that game, but we won. Because now we're seeing the other side of it where we're playing poor, but we're not getting them performances and the results that we're expecting. Do you know what I mean? So that's the thing. Learn to love the L. No, we love the W. We love the W. And Louise says hi. Hopefully your holiday went well. I'll see you on Monday. So like I said, the front three were very ineffectual in this game, and none of the subs did anything either. So a disappointing second game to the Champions League so far for Liverpool. But we'll go again to Red Star back to back, and hopefully we can pick up 6 points. And if we pick up 6 points from that game, then love the day. Nice one, Joe. I do. I love the day. If we can pick up 6 points back to back from Red Star Belgrade, then this is all, because I don't think Napoli are going to go to PSG and get anything. This could all just be one of them, a little slip, and we're back to normal. But we'll see anyway. We've got Man City at the weekend, so I can't wait for that. Of course, I'm going to be excited no matter what happens at Anfield. It's going to be a great one. So join us for that. Thank you for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching On The Fence, and take care. Bye-bye. Bye.